Peace. It's Equalityfragrances coming to you from PG County, Maryland. Welcome to my cipher. A cipher is a person, place, a thing within my circumference. The understanding of my cipher is peace. For all those returning to my channel, I humbly appreciate your support. For all those new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll be notified when I'm gonna drop some new videos. The like button goes a long way. Matter of fact, take the time out right now, smash that like button. That helps the channel out, and the bigger we grow, the more I can do. But with that being said, we're close to 600. We'll be at 7. Before we know it, we'll be at 1,000. So I appreciate all the support that you've been giving me thus far. With that being said, come on in, sit down, and let's build. So I was tagged by Barry over at Centralized. I'll leave his channel page in the description. Go give him a follow to do the 3 for 3 tag video. What is the 3 for 3 tag video? It's where you pick 3 fragrance notes and you talk about 3 fragrances that represent the notes that you pick. Now, as always, when I do any kind of list, y'all already know it takes a long time for me to do because I have so many fragrances which I love. Anybody follow me, you're gonna learn I only buy things that I love or I really like. If I don't like it and I smell it, I get rid of it. It's gone real quick. And there's very few things that I've purchased that I just don't like. I can look at fragrance notes, and based on that note breakdown, for the most part, I'm batting at a 99%, where anything that I know I think I might like, I generally like. So that's where I spend my money on. I'm not giving free bottles. I'm not giving free samples. I'm paying everything with my own money, and I'm fiscally responsible. Therefore, I only buy things that I want to personally have, which is why you might always see a lot of positive reviews from me because, well, no one's giving me stuff, so I wouldn't get a fragrance I don't like. Anyway, to end the ramble, this was hard for me to do because y'all know that I love gourmands. That can go from amber to vanilla to chocolate to caramel. And when it came down to vanillas, if you don't know, vanilla is my favorite note. It was just way too many. I got annoyed trying to pick out 3. I really can do a 5 for 3 or whatever, but I'm gonna stick with what the tag video represents. So I'm gonna talk about 3 fragrance notes. Those notes are gonna be chocolate, rose, and amber. So the first fragrances I'm gonna talk about is chocolate. First fragrance that I'm gonna be talking about that represents the note of chocolate comes from the house of Alexandria, and that is Cacao Dreams. You get notes of cacao. I smell like a dark chocolate in here, caramel, vanilla, and I get like this orange accord in there, which could just be the caramel and vanilla mixing. But I feel like they have bitter orange, some kind of orange in here, probably a bitter orange or a fruity note. But they've been real zip tight as far as what they put in here. But this is a wonderful scent. What does it smell like? To me, this smells like a Tootsie Roll. Why would you want to smell like a Tootsie Roll? Because I want to smell edible. When would I wear this? I would reserve this for the fall. In winter time is when I would reach for it. Maybe early spring. If you was going to do it summer, it would be summer nights. This is really sweet. This is gourmand at its finest. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9, easy. I'm getting very good sillage. Projection isn't going to necessarily fill up a room. If somebody's within your zone, I'm getting about 2 hours of good projection, maybe 3. If I'm pushing it, then it starts setting a little bit closer to skin. And as I said, I'm getting about 8 hours longevity. Perfect representation of the note of chocolate. So that's the first mention. Alexandria Cacao Dreams. The second representation of chocolate that I'm gonna talk about comes from the house of Mancera, and that is Wild Candy. What do you get in this? You're gonna get bergamot, lemon, fruity notes, dark chocolate, frangipani, rose, guaiac wood, sandalwood, vanilla, not sea salt, you get salt and white musk. This, man, is a wonderful representation of chocolate. What do you get? You get fruity, salty chocolate is what you get out of this. The vanilla and the sandalwood just smooths it out, but this is a chocolate dominated scent, and you get some florals, especially in the mid. That rose is going to stand out. Yeah, this will fill up a room. If you do too much, you're going to fill up a room with this. This is loud, very loud. I only put about 2 sprays. The sillage is monstrous. You pass by people, or if it's windy and they downwind, they will catch wafts of this for 3 to 4 hours. I'm getting 10 hours on skin easily. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9. Easy, man. The florals could throw you off a little bit. For me, it doesn't. It brings an added niceness to it and smoothness to it and elegance to it. But this is a good one. I like this, and I like this a lot. The second representation from Mancera, Wild Candy. My last representation of the note of chocolate comes also from the house of Mancera, and that is Coco Violette. Listen, everybody talks about chocolate greedy because one reviewer does it, everybody does it, everybody get it, and then it's chocolate greedy, chocolate greedy. This is one people don't talk about. It's similar to chocolate greedy, but my problem with chocolate greedy, which I own, is at around the 2-hour mark, it turns more into a Tonka vanilla fragrance with coffee. That's what I get. This, you get chocolate from the beginning, you get chocolate from the end, because you don't have cacao in this, you actually have dark chocolate. The notes you're gonna get bergamot, orange, hazelnut, dark chocolate, violet, vanilla, and white musk. Longevity, check. 10 plus hours on skin. Projection, check. At least 3.5 hours of good projection. Arms rift. Sillage is very nice. You pass by people, they know you've been there. They will smell you. The floral aspect makes this more wearable than chocolate greedy to me, because it adds a bit of sensuality and elegance to it and lightness to it because of the violet. This is far more wearable than chocolate greedy to me. I would wear this fall and winter, and needless to say, because of the hazelnut and the violet, the floral aspect, I could probably dress this up. Now, the kind of dress up I would wear like a wedding reception in the fall and winter, I would rock this. A woman, you can rock this to work and it wouldn't be crazy because of the floral nature of it. Don't go ham on this. Maybe 3, maybe 4 sprays. Just adjust your sprays depending on how much it's projection and what kind of environment you in. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 9.5, easy. My last representation of chocolate is Coco Violette by Mancera. The next note I'm going to be discussing is the note of rose. And the first representation of that is going to be one of my most versatile fragrances within my collection, next to Terre de Hermes. This comes from the house of Cartier, and this is Declaration d'un Soir. Listen, if you are a man and you want to try rose, or if you're somebody who say they love rose and you don't have this, I'ma question you. You got notes of black pepper, cardamom, caraway, rose, sandalwood, nutmeg. This is elegance in a bottle. Man, I'm getting, and this is an EDT, I am getting 8+ hours on my skin. I'm getting almost 2.5 to 3 hours of good projection, especially in the summertime. Springtime, this is one of my intelligent, because I don't have dumb reach fragrances, one of my intelligent reach fragrances within my personal collection, and one of my most complimented fragrances within my collection. People love this. Anybody who smelled it, they just say it smells nice. Like, this has been a head turner for me. You can dress it up, dress it down. I mean, linen pants to a tuxedo, to a wedding, to a bar mitzvah, to a school recital, to a date night, to laying in the bed, it gets no better than this. For those who want to put gender on fragrances, I would consider masculine rose. I don't put gender on fragrances, so I can't relate to that. If it smells good, I wear it. But this, my friends, is clutch. And you can get this for under 40 stripper ones. Get you some. Yeah, my first representation, Cartier Declaration Dawn Soir. My next representation of rose, and probably one of my most sensual roses, comes from the house of Van Cleef and Arpels, and this is Rose Rouge. Listen, all the distributors are now pushing out all the Initio Atomic Roses, so everybody's going to review it and tell you how you need to go get it. No, you do not. I have a sample of Atomic Rose, and when I first smelt it, it reminded me of this, especially in the opening. You go on different websites, you're gonna get different note breakdowns. So I'll just tell you what I get. In the opening, you're gonna get this citrus, bitter rose that comes almost like a rosé wine. You're gonna get black currant, pink pepper, bergamot. You're gonna get rose, raspberry, and you're gonna get vetiver, rose and vetiver. Oh my goodness. When it dried down though, oh man, is where this, in my most humble opinion, leaves Atomic Rose in the dust. You're gonna continue to get that vetiver. You're gonna get vanilla. You're gonna get a cacao note. And speechless. This is supreme. Yeah, again, you can find this for under, I want to say, if you look on sites, maybe around the 80 stripper one price. And everybody's going to be pushing this Atomic Rose for 300 stripper ones. Man, is you crazy, man? Get that up out of here, man. It ain't rocking with this. Listen. This came out in 2018. Atomic Rose came out in 2019. If you smelt Atomic Rose, you like it, but that's a little bit more cash than you necessarily want to spend. Get this. I'm getting 3 good hours of projection. Sillage, check. Longevity, 8+ hours. This house has been known not to have the best performing fragrances, at least for me, as far as like just pushing out. This one does not have that problem. Clutch. Scale of 1 to 10, you already know. A solid 10, easy. Second representation from Van Cleef and Arpels, Rose Rouge. First, I gave you a versatile, good starter rose fragrance, which is Declaration en Soir by Cartier. Then I gave you a nice, which I don't know if I remember saying it, is a year-round rose fragrance that I would personally wear, which is Van Cleef and Arpels Rose Rouge. Now I'm gonna give you a rose oud combination, and that is from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and that is Oud Satin Mood. Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, benzoin, vanilla, violet, oud. This is clutch. Formal event, fall and winter. You want to make a statement? Formal. New Year's Eve. This isn't an everyday kind of rose fragrance. I reserve this, or would reserve this, for when I want to make a statement, a date night, a nice special occasion. This ain't something you just gonna be rocking just to rock. At least not me. I'm not doing it. To each his own. Do it how you want to do it. But fall and winter, this is getting rocked. Maybe early spring. After that, this gets put up. Although on a summer night, you could do it if you want to turn down the sprays. To me, I would just probably reach for Rose Rouge before I would even do that. So for me, this is a fall and winter fragrance only, but you know my philosophy: wear what you like, when you like, forget the hype. You can wear it how you want to wear it. But as for me, that's how I wear it. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a masterpiece. I give this a solid 10, easy. Yeah, my last representation of rose is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Oud Satin Mood. The last note I'll be discussing is the accord of amber. The reason I love the amber accord is because it's a combination of listed notes. Amber can come off extremely deep and resonant. It can also come off really, really vanillic. And people, if you don't know, I love vanilla. So the first representation of amber that I'm gonna be discussing comes from the house of Van Cleef and Arpels, and this is Ombre Imperial from their Collection Extraordinaire. This is a nice vanillic amber. In the beginning, you're gonna get hit with pink pepper, bergamot, tonka bean, which I kind of wish it was more of a chocolatey tonka. It's more of a powdery tonka, so it's gonna come off a little powdery, and amber is what you're gonna get hit with in the beginning. At about 45 minutes, it's gonna dry down, and you're gonna lose that bergamot, pink pepper, and the benzoin, the vanilla, the amber, the tonka, and the woody notes really come to shine and come to play. Again, this isn't that deep kind of amber. This is more warm, inviting, but yet powdery because of the tonka being in there. My problem with this collection is the performance. Now, at about the hour and a half mark, this starts sitting very close to skin. But me having a large collection, I don't need everything to be beastly, so I personally enjoy it. But for the retail price of what this is going, like in 200 range, for it to perform the way that it performed, it is not worth it, not without a doubt. The beauty is you can find this at discounters for under 80 stripper ones, give or take. To me, that's nice, especially if you the type who don't always need a loud amber. You want something to set a little close, a little more intimate. People in your intimate zones will enjoy this. This is a good fall, winter, early spring, and maybe summer nights, depending on how cool. A date night, I would do it. If I'm sitting around the house in a controlled environment, you can pull this off. This, on a scale of 1 to 10, because of the lackluster performance, I give it a solid 9, easy, because the scent is amazing. It just doesn't perform well, so I can't, give it, through the roof ratings. But for the price that you can find this on discounters, this is a solid amber to have within your collection if you're the type that don't always want a beastly fragrance. Anyway, my first representation is Ombre Imperial by Van Cleef and Arpels. My second representation of the amber accord that I'll be discussing comes from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and this is Grand Squawks. You're gonna get notes of labdanum, you're gonna get benzoin, you're gonna get tonka bean, you're gonna get vanilla and amber. This tonka bean is not powdery. It's kind of how I wish Amber Imperial tonka bean would have hit, and that would have made that really clutch. But this one right here is warm, it's sweet, it's vanillic, it is seductive. You're gonna get great performance out of this. I'm getting anywhere from 2.5, maybe close to 3 hours of pretty good projection. Not a room filler. I don't know many ambers that are room fillers per se, but you're gonna get with anybody within your area, within your circle, they're gonna get this sillage, they're gonna get it. Longevity, I'm getting 8+ hours on skin with this. This is I would dress this up. I would go on a date with this. I don't know, it's just so elegant. I mean, you can wear whatever you want. And sure, you can dress it down in some jeans and tennis shoes and a baseball cap like I'm dressed now. I can do it. I can do what I want to do. It's mine. But I reserve this for being dressed up. If I'm going to be dressed up, suited up, if I want to make a impression, date night, if I want to make a stand somewhere or really get attention, I want to wear this. On a scale of 1 to 10, this masterpiece gets a solid 10. Easy, without a doubt. Yeah. Coming in at the second representation is Maison Francis Kurkdjian Grand Squawks. My last representation of amber and one of my masterpieces within my collection comes from the house of Tiziana Terenzi, and that's La Donna Nero. People, stop comparing this to Black Afghano. One, it doesn't have a cannabis note, and if you say so, you do not know what cannabis smells like, or you got trash bud around you. Stop smoking trash bud. What you get in this is it's like a whole bunch of different notes. It's like 20-something different notes. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna get cognac, you're gonna get tobacco, you're gonna get amber, you're gonna get resinous notes, you're gonna get incense, you're gonna get ash, and you're gonna get slate right off the break. So a smoky, resinous, boozy amber is what you get with incense. And that is absolutely stunning. It's gonna change at like the hour and a half mark, an hour mark. Then honey is gonna come in. You're gonna get sandalwood, which is gonna smooth it out. You're gonna get vanilla. You're gonna get a little bit of rose in there. Then it's gonna change again at like the 5-hour mark. And it's gonna stay, and you're gonna still get a little, the boozy gonna come down a little bit, the amber and the incense gonna stay up there up top. And then you're gonna get vanilla, labdanum, you're gonna get oud. This is a masterpiece. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give this a solid 10. Easily. This is for this grown man time. This is not child's play. This is what, in the first 5 minutes of Wolf of Wall Street, when he was driving down the road getting esophagus, this is what he was wearing. When Eddie Murphy and Boomerang had women walking around talking about Marcus, darling, this is what he was wearing. This is sexy, dark, resinous, mysterious, boozy, smoky, grown. This is for the confident man, or if you're a woman and you like to play with the big dogs, you out there golfing, you out there with the CEOs, you a woman who know what you want, you know how to get it. If you're the type of woman who will also wear Tuscan leather, you can rock this. When I break this out, I mean business. Yeah. If I was going somewhere like to an event where I knew a whole bunch of people was wearing fragrances, depending on where I'm going, I would, especially in the fall and winter, I wouldn't wear this outside of the fall and winter, maybe early spring. If I was going to like a fragrance event, I would probably put this on in the hopes that everybody would be wearing a Ventus. Yeah, this is what Creation E wanted to be, except for Creation E keeps spilling soda on itself and wants to smell like Coke. Coca-Cola, that is. Yeah. Anyway, without giving this a full review, this is my last representation and one of my favorite fragrances, period, within my collection. Tiziana Terenzi, La Donna Nero. So, that's my 343 tag video of 2020. The fragrance reviewers that I want to tag my guy, Fragrance Journey. Why? Forget the fact that I rocks with dude. He has exquisite taste. And I know he's just not going to give me what I already did. He's going to give me some civet. He's going to give me some animalics. He's going to give y'all an opportunity to smell some stuff or hear about some stuff that you do not know. He deserves to have a 3 for 3. So you're being tagged. Also, my guy, Fragrance Ninja, I want to tag you. Other people already seen tags, so I'm not going to tag you. But those two people have been strong supporters of my channel, who have been fragrance reviewers, who have came and commented. So you two guys, I definitely want to tag and see what you have to offer. Now, with that being said, I'm going to leave you the way I greeted you, and that's in the universal language of peace.